You might remember or you might not, because corporate media basically hasn't covered this, which is that Donald Trump has been accused not just of sexually assaulting more than a dozen adult women, but of raping a 13-year-old girl. And I've told you before that this event allegedly took place along with one of Donald Trump's, I don't know if we call him an associate or an acquaintance or a friend, but it's a guy named Jeffrey Epstein. A woman known only as Jane Doe previously had alleged that when she was 13 years old, Donald Trump raped her at a party thrown by Jeffrey Epstein, and that Epstein himself had also raped her. Now, the woman ended up fearing for her life and dropping a civil suit against Donald Trump. But of course, the allegations themselves have not been recanted. Epstein has been sort of a slippery guy to actually charge with some of these incidents, but he has now been arrested and charged with sex trafficking dating back to the early 2000s. He is now facing charges for paying underage girls for massages and molesting them in Florida and New York homes that he owns. And before we even get to the Trump connection, because that's a whole other thing, I have to tell you that the right is spreading endless lies already about Epstein. One example is the right is saying the Robert Mueller FBI allowed Epstein to plead to lesser charges and avoid a long jail sentence. The truth is that the deal Epstein previously got for charges was from the then Miami U.S. Attorney Alexander Acosta, who happens to be Trump's labor secretary now. This is now really bad. The records say Epstein brought 40 girls who were underage to his Florida mansion, and they were sold into sexual encounters of all kinds. These allegations are truly disgusting and disturbing. And then the Trump piece pops up. Trump said about Jeffrey Epstein to New York Magazine in 2002, quote, "I've known Jeff for 15 years, terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side." Not good. Not good. So back to the allegations that Donald Trump raped one of the same girls that Epstein allegedly raped when she was 13 at Epstein's Manhattan condo. I don't know if they're going to resurface here as a result of this arrest, but this is certainly not what Donald Trump would consider to be good news to have Jeffrey Epstein back in the public spotlight in this way. Now, I've looked at the content of the lawsuit that, again, was filed against Donald Trump for the rape. The charges were eventually dropped, supposedly because of death threats against the accuser. It is shocking what is in the lawsuit. I'm not going to read it to you. It's dozens of pages, but you can easily find it online, and we're going to link to it on YouTube. The accuser claimed before the lawsuit was withdrawn, just as a few highlights, that Trump threatened her to never talk about the rape or she risked being hurt or killed, which is exactly in line with the intimidatory tactics that we know Donald Trump has employed against such former mistresses as Stormy Daniels. So it's all truly sick. I mean, it really makes me sick. And much like with much of what's going on with Donald Trump, there may never be consequences. But with Epstein back in the news, we will see. And consider the number of conflicts that are involved here. Donald Trump is or was friends with Jeffrey Epstein. The old prosecutor from Miami is now Trump's labor secretary. Attorney General William Barr has recused himself from the entire Jeffrey Epstein case because his former law firm once represented Epstein. This is another reminder of the incestuous nature of power, influence, and wealth in this country. And Donald Trump knows that this is not good for him. And he actually is on tilt. Next, I want to talk about what he did at a rally to someone who held up a picture of him with Jeffrey Epstein. If you love learning new things, you probably want to check this out. The David Pakman Show today is sponsored by Skillshare, and we're giving you 2 entire months of free access to Skillshare when you click the link underneath this video. Skillshare is a vibrant online learning community offering more than 25,000 video classes on just about anything you can think of. Get better at playing an instrument. Learn to use Photoshop, how to edit videos. They have classes on drawing, painting, business, cooking, nutrition, personal productivity, and I'm not even really scratching the surface. I recently took a great class on introductory watercolor painting. I'm still not good, but I am learning, and you can access the entire library of fun, easy to use online courses for free for 2 months by using the link underneath this video. 2 months of learning something that's totally new to you, something you want to get better at, something you already love, or you can get ahead in your career by learning new skills that will help you at your job. I've gotten a ton out of it. Pat has taken some courses that he's found really valuable, and I think you'll love it too. Get started for free by clicking the link under this video.